Hey, JP here again with another episode of RV Talk with JP, and we are sitting inside of a new Renegade Vienna 25-foot with the Murphy bed. Now, this is an amazing design and one of the most luxurious Class C motorhomes in this segment. I'm going to go over a lot of the features that separate Renegade from a lot of the competition out there. You know, there's so many options to pick from with Class C motorhomes, and it's hard to really decipher why. One of them is, you know, 180,000, another one's 210, and another one's 250, another one's 350. So, you know, Renegade builds just an amazing quality motorhome. I think you'll see by the end of the video, you know, there is real value. It is not one of the cheapest motorhomes I know sitting on our lot. These are around between 250 to 260 Canadian. So for you American viewers out there, gotta do the conversion. But you know, it's definitely on the upper end of the Class C segment. But you know, if you've never seen a Renegade before, they are all about quality. Everything from the craftsmanship of the drawers to the body paint. To how they put together their storage compartments. It's just, everything is top notch. So yeah, let's start with the outside of the unit. So of course, maybe we'll just quickly touch on the chassis. So of course, this is on the new Mercedes Sprinter chassis. It's a 4-cylinder twin turbo diesel, which you know, it's gone from the 6-cylinder to the 4-cylinder. People were wondering, well, how's that going to affect things? Honestly, having driven both, I can't really tell too much of a difference. It still handles hills extraordinarily well. It's actually higher horsepower now. I believe the 6-cylinder, we were right around 180 horsepower. This one's just over 200 horsepower. You still get that great fuel efficiency as well. You're getting anywhere from 14 to 18 miles per gallon. So yeah, that's just amazing. It's you know, you're definitely not going to, you're forking out the money for the motorhome, but your fuel costs are definitely going to go down compared to a lot of the gas counterparts that you'd be looking at in this segment. Of course, Mercedes, all these new chassis are offering a wide range of safety features. You're getting your adaptive cruise control, you're getting your lane keep assist. You do have collision avoidance as well, which is awesome. It'll do automatic braking for you. That's part of the adaptive cruise and the collision avoidance. If it sees a car ahead of you braking and it doesn't feel like you're going to be able to stop in time, it's going to help you out there and actually apply the brakes for you. There's also, Renegade puts on the blind spot cameras as well, so as soon as you put your signal on, your blind spot camera will come up on the on your rear view mirror, which is actually a screen, so you can see your backup camera and your side view cameras. So yeah, just a little bit on the chassis there. I know, you know, there's probably tons of videos out there talking about the Mercedes Sprinter chassis. Pretty much all of these motorhomes are going to be built on the same chassis unless you're looking into the gas segment. So won't spend too long there. We'll move around to the outside of the unit. So one thing I think Renegade does that's awesome is it's a really small thing, but you know, a lot of other motorhomes are not doing this. So your drivers and passenger doors, they're actually putting another step you know, down below, so you're not having to do this giant step into the coach. You know, a lot of people buying these motorhomes, you know, you get a lot of older people with mobility issues, so Renegade has put a nice solid aluminum step there to help you get into the coach, so that's great. I guess I'll quickly touch on too the gas compartment. So on the driver's side, where the driver's door is, you actually have to open the driver's door to access your fuel. So you know, you don't have to worry about anybody siphoning your diesel. As soon as that door's shut, nobody can access the fuel compartment. So yeah, that's great. The body paint, of course, they come in a range of colors that you can choose from. The color schemes are just awesome. They're super eye-catching. They do full automotive body paint on all of them, and 2 coats of clear, so you run your hand down the side, you're not feeling any ridges. It's completely smooth. It feels and looks super high-end. And then we'll come around to like the storage compartments. Renegade does just a great job of finishing off their storage compartments. So first off, you've got the nice solid door with a double hinge, so it's nice and solid, doesn't move around. You've got your chrome handles, slam latches as well. So yeah, the doors feel amazing. Then you look into the compartment. The compartments are finished off with a composite material inside, so anything that you're putting in there, it's not going to scratch, it's not going to rust, nothing. It's you know, it's really well put together. So yeah, storage compartments, they get an A+. Renegade does it the best. I'm sure there's some that are probably comparable out there, but I don't think anyone beats Renegade for their storage compartments. Moving on to the awning. Of course, most motorhomes in this segment do have a legless awning, and by legless I mean it doesn't have the arms, or the legs I should say, that come down the sides of the coach. It's just got arms that help support the awning going out. What Renegade does a little bit differently than I don't think I've really seen any other motorhome in this segment doing this. They actually have 3 arms supporting it, so 2 on the sides and 1 in the middle. It's just way more supportive for the awning. It also has a wind sensor built in, which is great. So you've left your campsite, you forgot to put your awning in, the wind picks up, that awning is going to come back in, protecting it from working as a sail out there. That is a real common insurance claim that we get here, is the awning. So any way that you can be protected in that is amazing. Of course, you do have your outside entertainment, so all of them will come with the outside TV with a sound bar as well. So you can sit outside, watch your sports games, watch a movie, you know, with your kids or whatever you want to do. They got you covered there. Also on the outside, you'll see your Truma AquaGo hot water on demand system. So it is a tankless hot water system, so you're not wasting a whole bunch of your 40-gallon fuel station or your 40-gallon water tank in order to keep producing water for your 6, 8, or 10-gallon hot water tank. So you've got your hot water on demand. As long as you got water, you've got hot water. So if you're hooked up to city water, you can have, as long as you got propane to heat it, you can have a nice long, an hour-long shower if you want to out in the woods. Keep going on the outside. We did option this with the 3600 watt propane generator. You can option it for a 3200 watt quiet diesel generator as well. I don't really know if one is so much better than the other. We typically have had customers preferring the propane, so we haven't really bothered ordering any of our new Renegades with the diesel generator. But of course, that's going to charge up your batteries. If you want to run your AC, you can run your AC. All your 110 outlets, everything will run off that generator. So it's a nice option to have on there. Coming around to the back of the unit, you've got your really nice fiberglass rear cap. What Renegade does that I really like is they have a separate bumper as well. So if you were to get rear-ended, someone was to run into, or you're to back into a pole or anything, the bumper is all you would have to replace. You're now not having to replace a full fiberglass rear cap. So having that separate bumper there is going to save you in the long run. I really like that. New in the last couple of years, they have put a 4,200 pound rated receiver on the back. So if you're planning to tow a small trailer or a car behind you, you have a little bit more capacity to do so. You know, a lot of vehicles these days that you're going to be towing behind there, usually they're in the 3,500 pound range to 4,000 pound range. So having that 4,200 pound receiver is great. Touch on the roof as well. It is a full fiberglass roof on there, so really durable. if you look on the roof, I'm going to put a video just showing kind of a pan of the roof. If you look at the seals on there, compared to pretty much any other brand out there, everything is really done nicely. You don't see any gaps in the seals. Everything is really uniform. They do one of the best jobs sealing their units that I've seen out of any motorhome in this segment. Coming around the other side, you've got some more storage compartments. You've got a really nice wet bay as well. You know, it's something small, but all of the labels in your wet bay are going to be water jetted out. So what that means is you're not going to have stickers in there that have the potential to fade over time, crack, or anything like that, or peel off. So you've got your water jetted labels. 20 years down the road, you'll still be able to read what everything is. You've got a monitor panel in there too, so you can see your tank levels, how full your water tank is. So that's great. That's there. It's nice and handy. You've also got a pressurized spray port in that wet bay as well, which is really nice for, you know, washing the kids off, the dogs off, your sandals, whatever you want to do. You got a pressurized port, and you have a spigot there, so if you need to fill a bucket of water, you've got your spigot right there to help you out with that. So moving on from there, I should touch on the slide outs in these Renegades. So Renegade's using, like most motorhomes out there, they're using a Schwintek slide mechanism, which is great, but what Renegade does that separates them from some of the other motorhomes is they actually have a 3-rail system for the Schwintek instead of 2. This allows Renegade to have the deepest and the longest slide outs in the industry. They are massive slide outs, creating this huge open area inside the coach. So yeah, that's really great. Coming down below the slide out, that's where you're going to have your battery compartment and your compartment right beside it for your inverter. So we'll quickly touch on the power systems in here. So you can either choose between going with 2 AGM batteries, or you can do the 2 lithium batteries. There is also a whole nother option that you can go with, which is an 800 amp hour lithium system where they do a generator delete and a 3000 watt inverter rather than a 2. This is so you could potentially you know, run your AC and more things off of the inverter without the need of a generator. So we don't typically order it. It's a rather pricey option to do, and we just feel most people are quite okay with just the 2 lithium batteries, the regular generator that it comes with, and the 2000 watt inverter. I think that's more than enough. Also new to 2023 and 24, they've added a 300 watt solar panel as opposed to a 2. They did have to get rid of the skylight just above kind of where the kitchen area is in the coach, or just behind the cab, just so they could fit the bigger solar panel in there. So you have to lose something to gain something always, right? That's just the way the world works. So I think that's nice having the 300 watt panel up there. Power really shouldn't be an issue. You should be able to go 2, 3, 4 days, no problem. You'll probably run out of water before you run out of power. So depends on your usage, of course. You still, you know, you can't be running your microwave off your inverter all the time and expect not to go through your batteries. But yeah, as long as you're smart about it, you should be able to boondock in this motorhome, no problem. You've got lots of power. I think that pretty much covers most of the outside of the coach. We did order this one with the 3M film on the front as well to protect it from rock chips and things of that sort. That's a pretty common option on these motorhomes. But yeah, let's move on to the inside and go over some of the great features inside the motor. Alright guys, now let's talk about some of the great features inside this coach. Like I mentioned, Renegade is all about quality and the luxurious feel that you get in here. I'll first touch on all the cabinetry. So They only use real high-end maple cabinetry, so you don't see any particle board in here. You don't see any photo finish cabinets. Everything's maple. We option this with the 90 sheen high gloss finish on the cabinets, which I think is a great look. It just adds to the premium feel in here. There's a few different options you can pick from. The front cap, you can either choose to have an overhead bunk. We chose on this particular model to do the aero cap, is what they call it. So instead of protruding over the cab, you've got all this nice cabinetry right above, and it's flush. It goes up with the cab, so it's really aerodynamic. If you don't need that secondary bed option, I think the aero cap is the way to go, in my honest opinion. Another option we ordered with this one is the recliner sofa that you can see I'm sitting on. Very comfortable. You still do have a table. I know my camera here is sitting on the table in front of me, so you still have a place to sit and eat your food, watch the TV. I mean, this is super comfortable for watching the TV. Kick your feet up. Again, if you're not camping with a bunch of people all the time and you don't feel like you need to sit 4 people at a dinette, I think this is a great option. I would say probably we're about 50-50, you know, customers wanting the dinette versus the recliner set. So let me know what you guys think, if you think the dinette would be better or if you prefer the recliner set yourself. Moving on, we'll talk a little bit about the Murphy bed in here. I know I get a lot of people that are, you know, opposed to a Murphy bed because, you know, most people think, oh, now I've got to tear down my bed every time I want to, you know, during the day, and then at night I got to set it all back up again. Well, what Renegade has done is they have left enough room behind the Murphy bed that you can actually leave your pillows, you can leave your blankets on the bed. So literally it takes 10 seconds. All you have to do is, you know, flatten the couch out and then bring the bed down over top, and everything is all set up. So really there should be no reason not to like a Murphy bed. I mean, during the day when you put it back, you've got so much more floor space in here. It's just amazing. So I really like what Renegade's done here with their Murphy bed design. Yeah, I really don't think there's going to be too many complaints there. I was talking about the cabinets. I guess another thing I'd bring up is the drawers. So when you open the drawers, I'll include a little snippet video of the drawers. They actually dovetail all their drawers, so it's not pin nails or staples that are holding the drawers together. It's dovetailed, so it's super high end, super well put together, just like everything Renegade does. Talk a little bit about the bathroom as well. So you got a macerating porcelain toilet in there. You've got a super big shower as well. I know we already touched on the hot water on demand system, so you want to have a nice long shower. You've got a lot of elbow room in there, super nicely appointed. Coming out of there, you've got your kitchen area. They've included a nice and big 8 cubic foot 12 volt fridge. For a motorhome of this size, I think an 8 cubic foot fridge is definitely more than enough for your camping needs. You should be able to put enough food in there for a week if you need to. So that's great. You've got a convection microwave right above the fridge, and then we've optioned for the 2-burner gas cooktop. You can also option it with a single induction cooktop. I find most of my customers are looking for the gas still. The induction cooktop's all right, but now you're using that. It takes up quite a bit of power when you're running it too. So if you're going boondocking at all, I think anything that you can run off propane will help save you a little bit there. You got really nice solid surface countertops, really nice big deep round sink in the kitchen. You've got little accent lighting under the sink. It really looks, or underneath the countertop, I should say. So it looks really, really premium. We'll also talk a little bit about the flooring. So They've gone to a scratch-resistant vinyl flooring, which I think is great. I know in years past they used to do this almost like a fabric material on the floor. Same flooring they use in like pontoon boats, but what we found, a lot of customers would complain that it would get stained and it was a little bit hard to clean. You could mop it, but it just wasn't ideal. So I think this really nice scratch-resistant vinyl flooring, yeah, is a great option that Renegade has gone with. You've got your fantastic fan above the cooktop as well. So you know that's going to create a nice bit of airflow in here. If you're cooking something, it's nice and it's really steamy. You know, the fantastic fan's right there to suck that all out. Yeah, I mean, I guess the other thing I would touch on inside here is the multiplex control panel. So you have this really nice big almost tablet looking control panel on the wall, which operates literally everything in this coach, from your generator to your slide to your lights. You've got an automatic generator start option there, so you can set a time or a temperature or a battery voltage that you want the generator to kick on. And what's really cool about this system is it uses the Firefly system, so you can download an app for your phone or tablet and you can control everything off the coach just like you could on that multiplex system, right off your phone or tablet. I think that's just a great feature. Yeah, of course at the beginning of the video I included a list of all the specs so you can see the tank sizes, the weights, all that fun stuff. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this motorhome. I think it's got to be up there for one of the most luxurious motorhomes in this class. Next week I think I'm going to do a video on a Class B van, so I hope to see you guys there. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my videos. I've been starting to get lots of views. I love the support here, so yeah, let's get some more subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000, so yeah, let's try and get there. And yeah, we'll see you again in my next video. Again, this has been another RV Talk with JP. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again soon.